Hey, good morning to you. It's Wake Up with KC, and I'm KC. And today I wanted to come and let you know that I'm had some hiccups, been having some hiccups. Um, Great with this. It's not great. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Going through a change of life, and it's the M word, menopause. And I've been doing research and studying. And I did share recently, and I shared on TikTok about, for months I suffered with these migraines. I never knew what migraines were until I experienced it myself. And it's been like a trial and error to try to find something to help relieve me from the suffering, the pain, so excruciating. And it's not just one pain, because it would affect my sinuses. It affected the whole right side of my face to where the sinuses would start, the migraine would start. Then it would affect my TMJ. And then my teeth would hurt and my eye. It was like it was watering. So I was dealing with so many pain triggers that it was overwhelming and it was becoming debilitating for me. I couldn't function. I was exhausted, getting depressed because I just couldn't find anything to help relieve my pain. And, I know there are I'm going to be speaking to the women right now because of this. And now I can relate to you women that going through menopause, went through menopause. And then I started asking this question like, how did our ancient ancestor women, did they go through menopause? What were they using back then? I'm talking about ancient civilization here. Ancient history. Let's go back to Egypt time. Let's go back to the Sumerians and the Babylonians and the Assyrians, the Canaanite, the Hamites, all these are ancient ancestors. Even the indigenous tribes, did they even is there any recording history about what women, did they even describe their experiences? I don't think it was called menopause because I think women back then were smarter than that. And it probably was another name. I'm just asking. And why did they put men in menstruation, menopause, and all these other things that had men in it? It's a good question, isn't it? Well, anyhow, Hootie. So I've been on this path while I'm experiencing all this, trying to find some relief. Been in and out of ERs, urgent cares, and they would prescribe things to me, and I try them just because you get to that point you're desperate, you can't handle the pain anymore. So I'm trying and etc. And for migraines, over the counter stuff and whatnot. And during the process, it was like the things that weren't working, then it was like they're trying something else. Either I was high, not getting any pain relief. They even put morphine in an IV in the ER. And I told them morphine in me, it doesn't work for me. I don't like the high. I just get high off of morphine, but I'm still suffering in pain. So please don't prescribe that to me. Um, yeah. And then I question about, could it be about my blood type that why I'm so sensitive to drugs that, and it's like a trial, it's a guessing game. Let's try see if this works for you and whatnot. And it has been a long journey. And I'm still doing research because they prescribed, it starts with a V. And y'all know me by now. Sometimes I pronounce my words the way I see them, I guess, or the way I hear it when and it sounds good to me. So it starts with a V. I know that much. And I've seen some commercials on it, and I'm always paying attention to the side effects, you know. And the one thing that I finally got health insurance on a program through Obamacare. Thank you, Obama, for that. Um, so I went to an OBGYN hormone specialist, and we were talking about everything that I'm experiencing. And she expressed to me, she goes, I think you're right that what's triggering your migraines is from because I pay attention to the signs, what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing. And I noticed when I started getting hot flashes. And then a few minutes later, that's when the migraine started. And it mainly happened randomly at night. It randomly. I've had a few in the afternoons, but it felt different. I can manage a little bit better with the ones during the day, but at nighttime, no. No, 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 no. It was like a ripple effect of everything else. Especially with the TMJ to where it hurts so bad my jaw was starting to lock up. And that like anything that deals with our teeth, our face and whatnot. So we had to do some blood blood lab work, and she had to check my liver. Now it's like every month they're gonna have to do blood work just because I'm on this prescription. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be temporary because I don't want to have to live the rest of my life on this and have my liver checked every month. That's not a way to live for me. So, but right now, knock on wood, since I've been on this, it has made a huge difference. I feel somewhat normal, and I haven't had the migraines like I have been. So it's 4 days now. And I'm like, wow, what a relief. I sleep good at night. And I feel like normal. I feel like I can function. I can think clearly. It's been exhausting, depressing, overwhelming, excruciating, painful. For months, I've been dealing with this and trying to do the show, which I just couldn't. I can't even imagine having to live like this. No woman should, honestly. So I'm still doing research, and I'm trying to find some natural remedies. I know there's herbs out there. I've heard about St. John's wort, black cohosh. So, and there's something about magnesium. Um, and I follow Gary Brecka. Oh my God, he's like my hero. So I follow him and I get like insights from him. And I'm also trying to find some ancient history about is there any recordings of women documenting things about I'm wondering if it was called something else and not menopause. Um, and when did it start for women? Honestly, I know there's been a huge, I mean, we've evolved some. It's like we go 5 steps forward and 3 steps back from evolving. It's a slow and steady process, slower than molasses in some aspects. However, I feel great right now. I can't express how, a sigh of relief. But yeah, trying to get into um, this. And then whatever I find, I'm definitely going to share it with y'all. So just stay tuned on that one. And then, the blood types. I'm the next episode because I'm trying to gather some documents and some valuable information that I found out about blood types and the history of it and whatnot. And what I've learned and how I'm changing the things that I consume and eat because of my blood type. And it's been like a huge like revelation or aha moments and whatnot. So I cannot wait to share the next episode because that's what I'm gonna do. I do have next Monday, just to share some goodies with you. I have someone that I got to interview that I really like her energy and a beautiful soul that she is. Um, who actually had a session. She's a channel. She channels these beings too. Um, I channel differently, and I'm gonna be coming on here. But I'm gonna have a host with me when I do start channeling, and she knows me very well. She has witnessed and experienced my channeling with me and a few other people as well. And she's always been fascinated about my channeling too. So right now, and my co-host, who is going to be joining me soon, she's became a mom. So that's her first priority. So th- I have to adapt and adjust. I've been going over there to help her um, with adjusting of being a mom, giving her guidance, giving her some wisdom. Um, and that is the greatest joy to me. And I have to share this with you all. She and I got to celebrate with her for Mother's Day because she is officially a mom. So I wanted to make her first Mother's Day very special. And I got to be with her and my grandson, and it was a beautiful experience. I was like a little kid at Christmas or a birthday, getting a birthday gift, and I was so excited to just have that moment with her. Um, she just like looked at me and just chuckled. She's like, "Mom," you know. I'm like, "I don't care. This is a great experience." So that was good. Um, but I'm going to allow her to have that time. He's like a month old now. Time flies. So, but I'm excited for her to join me when it's time for her. We did get excited, and we did have plans of her joining on because my goal is once a month get on here with her as my co-host and do some channeling so you can see for yourself, hear for yourself, and feel for yourself my channeling and how it has helped some people that I've channeled for. And it's a different experience. I can't put it into words. It's just an experience. You get insight, you get some guidance, um, and a new perspective. That's the best way I could describe it when I do these sessions with um, people and what she has witnessed and heard and seen and felt too. So just bear with me. You just have to adjust and adapt and be flexible. And that's what I've learned since I started this menopause is just breathe and it will all work itself out in good timing or divine timing. So there's that. And then we just recently had to put our dog down too. So there's that came out of nowhere. And it was just I told my daughters, I said, look, I said, I can't bear anyone to suffer or any animal to suffer. It's not right. It's just inhumane. It's just I can't. It's just heart wrenching, and I know you all can relate to that. You don't deep down we don't like anyone to suffer, um, our pets to suffer, and there it's hard to make that decision, you know. Um, but I tell them like what the best thing, and even with our pets, it's like it can be very expensive. And, I asked the question, is it worth it? I mean, if you have the finances, go right ahead, and you can afford to be able to put that, especially if it's going to be a long-term thing that you're going to have to financially invest to keep your dog alive, to not suffer, and if there's surgeries and all of that. But if you're not in that position, then that's the hardest decision to finally say, hey, this we can't do this anymore to this. And saying goodbye is hard too. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get, is this on? Oh, there. Wait. Okay, good. I think I just got a notification or a thing about my battery already. No, we can't have that. All right. I think, yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Um, Sorry about that interruption. I don't want my computer to go down on me. So there's that. And, you know, it's been crazy. So I got that going on. And the channeler, I got off track because I just saw Oreo. That's his name. The channeler that's gonna be, it's aired next Monday. So look forward to that interview with Heather. And she talks about interesting things about um, the pillars of the structures and the downfall, and what is going on with the chaos and whatnot. So I did have this interview and we did talk about some channeling, and she actually gave me some insight about my channeling. So that's why I'm mentioning all of this. So look forward to watching that interview with Heather. And Heather actually interviewed somebody else that I interviewed April 1st, Sean from Out of the Matrix. So I love having these kind of conversations with these kind of people, because there's certain questions that I've asked and certain insights that I get that, and the questions that I ask, I get the answer, and then it just leads to another question. So, me, I ask question everything. Thank you, Dr. Joe Vitelli, for ingraining that in me. And it's a great tool to use. Trust me when I tell you, especially when you get on this journey that I've been on. So there's that. And I look forward to sharing that interview about Heather with you next Monday. So stay tuned for that one. So I got that. And with Kai being the co-host, she's going to be on board too. And I'm just glad that she's just so much better and she's enjoying it. It is challenging being a new mom, but she is adjusting very well. And I'm so proud of her. Um, she just loves her little baby boy. And I mean, come on. But I enjoy being a Mimi. It's like my inner child coming out and I'm getting therapy, just having fun with him. Even though he just sleeps and yeah, he goes to the bathroom, does his business, and I'm like, yep, okay, we're, let me know when you're done, kind of thing, and feed him, and then he goes back to sleep, and I just get to love on him and give him good, loving energy and vibrations, and yeah, I do some healing energy work on him too when I'm with them because I'm like, I want to set you up for success. Let's do some healing now, kind of thing. And I think my daughter suspects that I do that when I'm with him. So I'm like, yeah, buddy, we're going to do some healing now. um, so there's that. And I have a guest that I have to, because this is going to be a short interview, or a short episode, because I do have somebody that I'm interviewing that actually wrote a book. He's an author, and it's an interesting title. And you have to stay tuned for that one. Let me see if I can uh find and give you just a little nugget so you have something to look forward to. Um, and he's a great, great guy. It is about enlightenment, and his book is The Enlightened Passenger. I'm just saying. I get these interesting people, and I love having interesting people that have an experience that transformed their journey, their path. They found their purpose. They found, they healed traumas. They overcame limited beliefs and programs and whatnot. So look forward to Corey Poirier, um, and how he tackled enlightenment with his book. So yeah, you could check out the book if you want. I just gave you a little nugget there. So look forward to that. And yeah, um, I'm trying to get the programs and other stuff. And there's projects that I've been trying to work on, but dealing with the migraines. Now I feel like I'm back in the saddle again and ready to just go, you know? Um, and then I'm opening up some sessions that I can have with clients like you, if you're open to. It's a mixture of life coaching and then the spiritual advising. So I put it in a nice complete session based on what questions you have, what truths are you seeking about you, um whatever the struggle, issue, and whatnot. Just being a listening ear to you and help guide you to possibly see something in what you're dealing with. Why? It's the who, what, when, where, how, why kind of thing. And by asking you questions, I can give you some insight of how to look at it in a new light and a new perspective of why things are going on. And that's how I sort of roll. And sometimes there is a channeling message, and it's all on a like a soul to soul, spirit to spirit kind of communication. So there's that. Um, I am looking forward to what I discover in the history about menopause. I'm trying to work out when to do. I think it's going to be based on. I'll probably do the episode about blood types, give you more insight on the blood types thing and food. And there's some actually, it just came to me. So I'm going to write this down so I can include it in the episode. There is some spiritual aspects about our blood types too, of spiritual gifts. I just got wind of that one. It just came to me, and I have to go back in my notes because I know I saved it somewhere. So I will include that in the next episode. Spiritual gifts with blood types too. So I look forward to sharing that with you all. And yeah, I'm trying to now that I can think more clearly, get better organized. And there is something in the works, and I don't want to say too much about it. I have a meeting tomorrow, a conference about this project that, and I'm getting hit as I am thinking it and sharing this with you. So I don't want to reveal too much, but yes, it is in the works. At the appropriate time, I will make an announcement about this. So you got to stay tuned to those news every when I'm done with. I have a meeting, and then the one thing I can say, there's a contract involved. So there's another little nugget for you on that. And Yeah, and I'm trying to get back into the um doing some speaking engagements about my book. I'm actually I've been thinking about like adding a revision to it, adding some more stuff to it. So I'm going to reveal that later. So that's something I've been working on as well. And then trying to do this and function and be a living being again because I didn't feel like I was living before for months since October of last year. That's when everything started. Um, and then, yeah, I do some side work. I Uber. So I have fascinating conversations with some of my Uber riders. It's so interesting. Um, and people from other countries too. I ask them about the food there. Oh my God. I so want to travel now so I could taste the food because it's so much better. And people like they've been here in the US and they notice a difference. Not good. The US food sucks because of all the stuff that they put in it. I'm just saying. But over there, I'm like so want to go now. I'm so much more curious and fascinated to try their food. And I know some of you agree. So there's that. And so yeah, I look forward to this next journey, this new chapter. Even I'm going to be talking about more on astrology and some numerology. I had a couple past guests on my show, and I'm going to reach out to them because there's something about history that I found out, and I want to go to them about what they think about it because it's documented already. And I was like, this changes some things, and I look forward to. And I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that they come back on the show, and I have both of them on my show so I could talk about this. And I'm gonna talk about history, about astrology, the stars, the planets too. And I'm looking forward to having more guests joining me in that aspect to talk about that. So that's something else that you can look forward to coming soon. I don't know when. So bear with me. I'm trying to reorganize, better organize, and get the ball rolling on this with this other project and whatnot that's coming. But yeah, this is an update. This is what's been going on. And yeah, menopause. And there's a premenopause too. I didn't premenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. I think I'm in. Oh, what she did share with me is like once you stop having a period for a year, then you're in menopause. So October, I guess, will be a year. But I was talking to my best friend, little Kim. Hi, I'm giving you a shout out. She graduated. She got her degree. I'm so proud of her. So I want to give her a shout out, little Kim. Great job. Congratulations on finally getting your Kappa gown, your degree. And yeah, I'm so proud of you. Celebrate you for completing and accomplishing that. That is a milestone. And no, you're never too old to educate yourself in something and getting a degree in something that you want to do for yourself. Now you're wiser and smarter. So I want to give you a shout out, little Kim, and thank you for being my best friend. Um, and yeah, I was talking to her, and we were like, I was sharing with the migraines and whatnot. She goes, "Isn't it odd that you know you stopped having a period? You don't have to have." Wear the pads or the tampons anymore. But the downside is you're experiencing migraines. And I'm like, yeah, that sort of sucks. And like I was looking forward to not having to buy and save money on that stuff, but then I wind up buying prescriptions, trying to find solutions to get rid of my migraines. So it's like, so there was that conversation that I just share with you. Um, so yeah, I'm starting to get really excited about what I could finally get back on my show and talk about the things and have these amazing guests on the show and doing some teaching of some history um and give you some valuable information based on my own experiences, what I'm learning, and it's all connected. Bottom line, it's truly like everything is connected. It's fascinating to me, and I look forward to growing and expanding the show. And my goal also is to be able to travel to these places and channel uh, when I'm at these places and channel our ancient ancestors and their native language when I go to these places and have it on my show. That's a passion and something I'm really fired up about doing. I can't shake it off, and it's like remembering on a soul level. And yeah, I'm very curious and fascinated by actually like I have visions of it and dreams of it, and I'm talking to you and sharing with you. Um So I'm looking forward to it. Everything is just falling into place the way it should. Everything's happening the way it should. Yeah, I had a hiccup with the migraines and whatnot, but I haven't lost sight on that goal or that vision, the visions that I have and my dreams. And I look forward to sharing it with you on this journey. So stay tuned. Um, And I hope like there's in other countries that are tuning in, it might be evening, but I hope y'all have a wonderful morning um and a great day. And I look forward to sharing more with you here, right here on Wake Up with Casey. Stay tuned.